Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, today's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so that way you can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to today's video. So as I said, in today's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are some things that I want to get into. So over this weekend, I was reading this story and actually listening to a story yesterday when he actually dropped the full story so I can hear the vocals and the voice behind the madness. But we're going to be talking about none other than Gilbert Arenas today and his situation with Laurel. Now, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, Govan, Govan. She was on Love, and not Love. She was on Basketball Wives with her sister, back when her sister was dating Matt Barnes, and I think her sister's name is Gloria. I believe that is her name. But to make a long story short, Gilbert Arenas spoke about a situation. Laura is his, she was his fiance. He does have children with the young lady. I believe he has 2 or 3 children, but 2 for sure. Children with her. And to make a long story short, he was discussing how he had purchased her a ring that was about $397,000, and it was an engagement ring. 8 days later, the two got into an argument and they broke up, but she still had the ring. He decided to come up with a plan to finesse his way back into her, good gracious and get back into a relationship with her. He went and paid $10,000 to have a replica of this almost $400,000 ring. So I guess you could call it the $400,000 ring or $400,000+ ring, because he actually paid 10 additional thousands of dollars to get a fake one made. And what stood out to me was he got back with her and he said that he was with her for months. And at any time, he could have switched out the ring and put the replica inside of the box. He, waited until, things started to do a little shifting and it wasn't on his part. You know what I'm saying? And he said that he had a feeling, let me just switch out the ring. He switched out the ring. And what do you know? They end up breaking up and it's no foul. She's still rocking, the ring that's the replica, the 10,000, and he has the real one. Now, he says that everything was going good, even with them being apart. There was no malice or nothing. He says that she got online and started talking about him being a bad parent and stuff. And he said that they were cool. So he didn't understand why she was going to blogs and saying this and that and the third. And from that, I think that she took a picture, he said, with the ring, and then he took a picture and was like, yeah, I got the real one, though. She went to go get it appraised, found out that her ring was only worth $10,000, and that he must have switched out the bigger diamond because she knew that that ring that she had should have been way, way more money than $10,000. So she found out that, after he posted, that he had the actual real ring. But when you listen to him as he is talking, and I think that a lot of women do not pay attention to this, he was saying he's a basketball player, or he was a basketball player. He was saying when he was making money, no matter what the check was, she was getting crumbles and crumbs of what his check was. And he was also taking money aside to putting it together for the children. Now, what you do with your crumbs, what you do with your crumbs. And if you want to take that and take some put for the kids, then that's cool. But he was saying you can't get online and really think about this. You get online and you bash the father. At the end of the day, no matter what you say about the dad, no matter how many years has gone by, those children still have that dad's last name. So it is definitely going to affect them whether you think so or not. Now, you keep them problems in-house if it really was an issue, but he is saying that there wasn't an issue, and he doesn't even know why she got on these blogs to start saying something like, was it for a storyline or what? But he didn't appreciate that. And when you going against him, what he did was he took that $400,000 ring and he used that money to pay for these different lawyers since she decided to take him to court, because she decided to sue him over this ring. Now, she sued him and she lost. And he was like, you can keep going if you want, but we're just going to keep using this, this ring money that I spent on you. and it will be eventually money taken away from our children. So is that a game that you really want to play? And I don't think that a lot of these women think about that. At the end of the day, it's one thing if you're in a relationship and it's just y'all and you ain't got no kids, or you just trying to, you stacking yourself up just for a rainy day or whatever the hell the case may be. Women, they do all types of stuff, and it's on the man whether you're gonna give these women the right woman. Oh man, flood her, give her everything that she is asking for. And the really good ones don't ask you for anything. You know what I'm saying? So those, yes, flood those. But the ones that's out here telling y'all gotta pay because of how they look and shit, like, honestly, you can build a B. If you want to be, you can build a B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can build one of those. And honestly, there's so many women out here on a grind and in the gym. You can go find you a natural looking one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all these women that's, you got to pay for this. And then the ones that Lord rest his soul. But this is the time when we really need Kevin Samuels back. And yes, I am a female, and I hate even having to say this, but I really can't stand how some of these females are out here and just think that men are supposed to pay for them because of how they look. Or you take a lady on a date, and excuse me, they're not women, they're not ladies. I don't know what these things are, but you take them on dates and they asking all about the man's finances and all this other kind of stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if something had transpired in their relationship that made her want to go out there. From his side of the story, he making it seem like nothing had happened, and she got out there and started talking, and then that's when he was just like, whatever. But the fact of the matter that he was with her for so many additional months, and at any time he could have switched out the ring, but he didn't. That also told me a lot too, because then I was like, well, damn, well, maybe he really thought, no, maybe this really gonna work out, and maybe she's really gonna get herself together, and maybe I really will, get married to her and give her this ring, and go the right way about it. But people show you signs, and it was always a given with her. I thought personally upon the show, I didn't like her little attitude. I didn't like how she was certain times. I didn't like how she spoke to certain people. Like, it was a whole bunch. So this story did make sense to me, but it's like more of these men need to start sticking up and need to start doing what Gilbert did, and probably don't even go out there, and go spend all that money upon these things. And like I said, he was about to get married to this woman, so that's something totally different, and he has children with her. But for all these other men that are doing so much for these women, make sure you getting out of the deal what you want to get out of the deal. Now, if you don't want nothing and you don't mind tricking on a woman who just gonna tell you to do X, Y, and Z, then you go ahead and you go and do what you've been doing. But listen, I'm sure all the men are not like that out there. Like, for you decent men out there that still want you a baddie, trust me, there's baddies all over the world. You ain't got to deal with a lady telling you that you got to pay for X, Y, and Z. And I can't stand it. I have to say this before I end this video. I cannot stand it when a man asks a lady, what are you bringing to the table? And then the lady says, I am the table. What the hell does that mean? What are you? What are you? What kind of wood are you? What kind of legs are you standing on? You gonna help me? I can put myself on it. Like, what exactly do you mean? Like, what are you bringing to the table besides you saying I am the table? Cause no, you're not. If you were the table, trust me, I ain't. You know what? That's another video for another day. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video respectfully.